So let's start on our backs today. So we'll roll onto our backs and just get ourselves comfortable for a moment. So that might mean, I don't know, for me today, my knees feel good bent. My hands kind of feel good at my hips. But wherever your hands feel comfortable is great. Wherever your legs feel comfortable is great. We're just going to get a little bit grounded here and set some intention. So maybe lengthen out the back of your neck. Kind of check in with your shoulders. And then maybe just close the eyes for a moment. So today is a little bit of a quicker class. We're only doing about 45 minutes. So no big intention setting, no big speech for me today. But I do want you to take a moment here to get really grounded. And set some intention for yourself. And set some intention for your day. And take a moment to feel your body. Notice its aches and pains. Notice if there's any spaces that feel a little tender or tight. Make sure that you're doing that without any judgment. We're just noticing what's there. And then take this final moment here to really connect with your breath. Get some rise through your chest, some rise through your belly. And then just hold that small intention that you set for yourself, for your practice, for your body, for your day. And then just really gently, softly, allow your eyes to float open. Nice. Noticing the shift that just a few moments can give us. So we'll start to move a little bit. So let's begin today with our bridge pose. So bring the feet to about hips distance and release the hands alongside. Make sure that your fingertips just graze your heels. So scoot your heels in nice and close to your butt. Gently press into your palms, gently press into your feet, and lift the hips off the ground. So activating through the glutes. Keeping the neck nice and long, maybe a little bit of lift to your chin. Good. Saying good morning to your legs. Saying good morning to your lower back. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release it down. Good. From there, we'll bring the knees in line with our hips. And then bring the shins parallel to your ceiling. So we're making this like box shape. And then your lower back is going to want to come up. Let's tuck our tailbone up. Let's pull our belly down towards the earth. And then we'll take our fingers to interlace behind the head. And we'll check in with our core. So keep your toes nice and alive. Maybe we roll out the ankles for a moment. And we're already noticing that the core is lighting up. So keep pulling your belly down towards the earth. We notice when our lower back tries to peel up and we tell it no. Good, and then from here, we're just gonna lift the head off the ground. Keep the fingers interlaced behind the head, wide through the shoulders, wide through the collarbones. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist your right elbow towards your left knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist left elbow towards right knee. And then back down to center. We'll do that one more time each side. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Take an inhale. Slowly release the head to the ground. And hug the knees in towards the chest. Oh, releasing the fingers, scooping the knees up with the hands, and giving yourself a little side to side rock. Nice. We'll make our way up to a comfortable seat, however we want to get there. So I'm going to go ahead and rock a few times, kind of rinse my lower back out a little bit. And then we come all the way up to our comfortable seat. And then just notice the way that you typically cross your legs. Let's try to reverse the cross. We'll inhale the arms out and up. Bring the palms together, reaching through the fingertips. Relax the shoulders, lift the chest. Deep inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right, bring the right hand down behind you. Left hand comes across. Good, inhale, come back to center, reach the fingertips up, nice and long through the spine. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind. Oh, right hand goes across. Good, inhale back to center, reach the fingertips all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together nice and wide through the fingers. Good, slowly come over to your hands and your knees. And we'll find our tabletop for just a few rounds of cat and cow. So moving slowly with your breath and waking up the spine. And just kind of notice, so sometimes cow will feel better or cat will feel like you're stretching into something. You can always hold one or the other. You can always speed up, you can slow down. Nice, let's take 2 more deep breaths here. And then we'll come on back to center, neutral spine. Walk the hands just a little further forward. Dig the toes under and slowly lift your seat into downward facing dog. And once you arrive, give the legs a nice little pedal out. And find some stillness when you're feeling about ready. So maybe take a moment here and come up to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees and really press your belly back towards your thighs. Find the connection to the core. And then maybe you start to lower the heels. Good. Let's walk our feet up to meet our hands, coming into forward fold. Good. Continue to check in with your neck by shaking the head, yes. And shaking the head, no. And taking a nice little side to side sway. Always okay to hang on to opposite elbows to get some more weight. Good. Let's roll all the way up to standing. Good. Check in with the shoulders. Nice big rolls up, back, and down. Oh, reverse the circles. Good. Come to fine Tadasana. Big toes to meet, heels to slightly separate. Let's widen through the toes. So really spread the toes out nice and wide, active through your feet. Lift at the arches. A little bit of buoyancy in your knees. Let's get that tucked to our tailbone. Hug the belly towards the spine. Bring the hands to heart center. Lift the sternum to meet the thumbs. Nice and long through the crown of the head. Good. Feel all of this activation in your mountain pose. And connect to the intention that you set for your practice. Nice. Let's begin to flow. Reach all the way up, arch back. And exhale, float down, forward fold. Let's bring the hands all the way up to the shins, just below the knees. Press. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Lengthen the spine. Hold here for a moment. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slide all the way back down the legs. Beautiful. Soften the knees. Let's step our left leg back. Bring that back knee down and soften into your lunge. So really shift the hips forward, lift the chest. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank or tabletop, whichever suits you today. Come down to the knees, the chest and the chin. Slide forward into your cobra pose. You can stay low, you can come up higher. Downward facing dog, dig the toes, lift the seat. Good, let's step our left foot forward, help it there if you need to. Right knee comes down, inhale to look up. Shift the hips forward. Nice, step it to the top of the mat, forward fold. And rise all the way back up. Hands returning to the heart. Nice, let's do it one more time, reaching back. And exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, look forward. Slide all the way back down the legs. Soften the knees, let's step our right foot back now. Bring the back knee down, shift the hips forward, look up. Good, go back to plank. Knees, chest and chin. Slide forward, cobra pose, tops of feet to the earth. And back to downward facing dog. Right foot goes forward, left knee comes down. Feet together, top of the mat. Rise all the way up. And bring the hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Good, let's bend nice and deep into our knees and sweep the fingertips either forward or all the way up, depending on our shoulders, to find chair pose. So let's tuck the tailbone, hug the belly in towards the spine, lift the chest. Nice, take a really deep breath here. And then let's dive over the legs, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and squeeze the heels of the hands together. Let the knuckles start to fall. Good, softly or deeply bent knees. Let's rock a little bit of weight forward into the balls of our feet and really relax the neck. Release the hands down, frame the feet. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot back. Good, keep the back knee lifted. Let's find runner's lunge. So pressing through that back heel to really activate through that, through your glute. I just forgot the name for glute. And then maybe you do a little rock forward and back. Good, let's bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. Scooch the right foot over towards the edge of the mat. Bring your back knee down. Find your lizard pose. Flatten the back foot. Good, remember you can always come down to your elbows, so you can use your block. Let's hug that right knee towards our right shoulder. Good, very slowly, come on back to your hands. Move the block to the side. And go back to your downward facing dog. Digging the toes under, hugging the right knee up, and stepping it back. Nice, take a deep breath. Left foot steps forward. Good, let's keep the back knee lifted again. Now we're in runner's lunge, and we can do that forward and back. Good, stretching out through the back toes, stretching out through the foot. Staying as light as we can on our fingers. Come to center, drop the back knee, hands to the inside of that foot. Scooch the foot towards the left edge of your mat. Make sure you flatten out those back toes. Maybe you come down to right elbow first and then left. Maybe we stay right where we are. Good, make sure you're not making that little turtle shell with your shoulders, right? We're lengthening through the crown of the head. Good, come back to your hands if you're not there already. Dig the back toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's get grounded through our left heel, and we'll reach the right toes towards the sky. Finding three-legged dog. And maybe take a second to bend that right knee, let the hip open. Toes hang. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, we're going to take the right knee across the body. to the left elbow, rocking forward into a plank. Hold to your first inhale. As you exhale, kick that right foot out and lift the left fingertips, finding fallen triangle. So outer edge of the right foot's on the ground, left foot is down. Good, and then we gotta try to come back. So left hand comes down, we pull the right knee back up and reach the toes. Good, release the right foot down. Same thing with the left side, let's lift the left toes. And that left knee, let the hip just start to open. And then let's twist. Left knee, right elbow. Good, kick the foot out. Right fingertips rise up, fallen triangle. Good, take the weight out of that left hand by engaging through the core, reaching through the right fingertips. And then let's try to come back. So right hand down, pull that left knee back up. And release the foot down. Good, let's rock it forward to plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Sliding forward into cobra. Good, let's press the tops of the feet down and lower down to either our chin or our forehead, doesn't matter to me. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Exhale all of the breath out. Inhale, press into your hands and slowly rise through the chest. Keep the elbows in towards the ribs. Keep the shoulders back and down. Exhale, slowly lower it back down. Good, inhale, press into the hands, rise through the chest. And exhale, back down. Good, we'll do it one more time. Inhale, press. And exhale, lower. Good. Dig the toes. Downward facing dog. Good, let's take 3 or 4 breaths in down dog. Just kind of integrate the practice so far. Lots of energy, lots of heat. Lots of me forgetting words. Good, let's bring the gaze towards the palms and we'll travel to the top of the mat however you want to get there. So I'm going to try to hop forward. We'll see how that goes. You're going to bend the knees nice and deep, look forward. And hop. You can walk up and then let's fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. Let's bring the arms out and rise up. Coming back down through the heart, closing the eyes. Good, feeling the beating of the heart, feeling the body alive, awake, warm. Good, let's do one more really active practice and then we'll start to cool it down. So I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to step out nice and wide. And I'm going to move my blanket out of the way. So taking up a little bit of real estate on your mat, we want the feet to be about in line with our fingertips if we're reaching out to the sides. Let's take the hands down to the hips and turn the toes out slightly. So heels in towards each other. Let's bend our knees and find our goddess squat. Nice. So keeping a really strong tuck to the tailbone. Let's take the back of the hands to the inside of the thighs or the knees and give some gentle pressure. Good, so shoulders are down. We're not resting the weight of our hands. We're just guiding the knees open. Chest lifts, belly to the spine. And then maybe we stay here, or maybe we find those cactus arms that we started with this morning, pulling the elbows back, pulling the shoulder blades together, lifting the elbows. Nice and wide, alive through the hands. Good, maybe you add in lifting your toes. Good, let's straighten through the legs. Turn the toes to parallel. Take the hands to the hips. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, hinge to fold forward. Release the hands whenever you're ready. Relax your head, relax your neck. Maybe rock a little more weight into the balls of your feet. Good, and then let's lift to a half lift. We'll turn the right toes towards the right edge of your mat. Come up to the ball of the right foot and start to walk your hands to the right side, finding Skandasana. So we'll come up onto that left heel, and you can kind of slide the left heel a little closer. If you need to, maybe there's a block under the hands. Good, then let's press into the palms to walk ourselves back to center, turn the right foot, and then do the same thing on the left side. So left toes turn, we come up to the ball of the left foot and walk the hands over. Make sure you're not hyperextending the right knee. Good, nice opening in the hips. Let's do it one more time on each side. So pressing into the hands, use the core. We're just gonna walk it right over to the right side. Good, I'm up on the ball of my right foot. And then all the way to the left. Good, flex the right foot, no hyperextension in that knee. Nice, all the way back to center and fold. Good, let's come back to that half lift and heel toe, the feet just a little closer. Turn the toes out slightly and let's find Malasana or squat. So as always, if you need extra support, let's bring the blanket underneath our heels. We can bring a block underneath our butt. We can do a little side to side movement. Good, eventually, our butt reaches down towards the ground, our hands come to heart center, and we lightly press the upper arms into the thighs and close our eyes. Good. So think Tadasana here. So in Tadasana, I have a hair in my mouth. In Tadasana, we're lifting our heart, we're dropping our butt down towards the earth, we're tucking our tailbone. Good, let's take one more breath. Let's slowly release the hands down and scoot the feet out in front of us. Shake the legs out. Nice loose fists. Good. Let's bring the soles of the feet together to find bound angle. So hands wrapping around the feet, knees just kind of butterfly open. We lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Deep inhale. And exhale, gently hinging forward. So you can gently close your eyes here. Just kind of tune back in to your breath, to the intention that you maybe set for your practice. And you can keep the eyes closed for a moment as you rise, hinging back up. And gently guiding the legs back together. Good. From here, hands behind the knees. Lots of core stuff today. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tip back into your boat pose, lifting the toes. Nice. Keep the chest lifted. Maybe the hands start to release a little bit. Maybe not today. And then let's slowly release the feet. Bring them to hips distance again. Fingertips come behind you, facing towards your butt. Shoulders and hands are about in line with each other. We've got a soft bend to the elbows. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, press into your hands, press into your feet to lift your butt off the ground, trying to create that tabletop. My neck hurts, so I'm going to keep my chin towards my chest. Really active through the glutes. Nice lift through the tailbone, lift through the belly. Slowly lower your butt back down to the earth. Walk the feet out even further. Go to max distance now. Turn your fingertips away from your butt. And let both knees windshield wiper to the right side. Need more coffee. Good, relax the hips. Good, windshield wiper all the way to the left side. And then all the way back to center. So as you're sliding your hands back in toward your butt, let's make a decision on our inversion practice. So we'll take only about a minute since we're only doing 45 minutes today. Um, Decide what feels good for you. Don't think about it too hard. And we'll spend the full minute in whichever practice you decide on. So maybe it's shoulder stand. Maybe it's legs up the wall. Maybe you're feeling a lot of energy now. We work with headstand practice. Hmm. So we're going to take about 3 more breaths. Good. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. So if you were in headstand, maybe now you're in child's pose. If you were in something reclining, now you're on your back. Wherever you are, let's make our way into our comfortable seat. So if you're on your back, you might rock your way up. Nice. And we'll find a nice fancy final twist for our practice. So if you are feeling like your knees are hurting you today, mine are a little bit, you might want to find a little extra height with your block. If you're doing that, you sit up on your block. Let's extend the legs out and give ourselves a little shift. Side to side. Lift up nice and tall through the crown of your head. We're going to bend our left knee so that the sole of the foot comes nice and close to our butt. Sole of your right foot comes to the left thigh. If you have a half lotus practice, you can go right into it. Let's see if that works for me today. Yeah. Remember that half lotus is nice and open, right? So if we're here and we're struggling, just let it go. We're taking our right fingertips down behind us. Left hand is twisting across the body. So you're twisting to the right side. If you have the half lotus and you want to try to go for your foot, you can. So you would lean way forward, take your right hand around back, grabbing onto your foot, and then leaning back. Ooh. We're not over gripping with either of our hands. And then maybe we draw the gaze forward and lightly tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Gently unwinding. Uncrossing. Moving with as much integrity as possible. And then switching. So the right knee bends. Sole of the foot comes close. Left foot comes in. So whether you're at the thigh or in half lotus, doesn't make the twist any better, any worse. Lifting up nice and tall, your left hand behind you, right hand coming across. If you tried binding on the other side, maybe you try it here. So we lean way forward and grab a hold of that left foot. If you can't grab the foot, maybe you grab your pants, your shirt. And then draw the gaze forward and lightly tilt right ear to right shoulder. Mm. Good. Slowly coming back to center, gently unwinding, uncrossing. Maybe you shake it out. Let's start to make our way down to Shavasana. So quicker Shavasana this morning, only about 5 minutes or so, but let's make the most of it. So we get settled in. Moving yourself down to the earth. And allowing your eyes to just very softly close. And as the eyes close, we take a nice, deep, slow breath into the chest. And sigh out. A nice, deep, slow breath into the belly. And sigh out. Slow your breath. Allow it to fall into its natural rhythm. And allow the body to become soft, heavy. Notice any tiredness, any new soreness. And just giving ourselves a few moments. Quiet. Just noticing the rhythm of our breath. Starting to deepen that breath. And start to think about moving the body. And then maybe you just begin to wake up the fingers, the toes, rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles, stretching, moving in any way that feels good. Then rolling over to your right side for a moment, cradling the head with that right arm in gratitude for everything that we had to offer, even in this quick practice. And we start to make our way back up to our comfortable seat, drawing the hands together at the center of the heart. And just noticing the awakeness in the body, the shift in your energy. Noticing if maybe we're more able to tackle our day now, or at least more centered, grounded. And as we go off into the rest of our afternoon, the rest of our week, let's close our practice with the sound of Om and 3 Shantis for peace. Inhaling deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bowing forward to seal your practice. As always, I thank you for your efforts